Welcome back to A Corporate
Hey, welcome back, everybody.
You should download Twitch and listen to it because sometimes the shows on Twitch between the shows are better than the shows.
They just go crazy. We're just crazy. On the couch with us, you know him. He's drinking a beer. It's our buddy Joey. Hey!
What's up, guys?
How you doing, Joey?
Really good, man. Really good.
Good to see you. He's got the Tom and Dan Christmas shirt on. I love that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
dude,
Still for sale on our website if you want some
Get
Christmas.
it for next year. 342 days.
Yeah. It'll be your last chance. I don't think we'll do them again. So if you want...
Well, I mean, unless there's a demand for them, and I guarantee we'll do them again.
Yeah, we'll do anything again.
Yeah, we'll do whatever it takes. Whatever you need.
So Daniel was talking to Joey on the break about prices for Disney park hopper tickets, the full
Andrea wants her tickets
thing,
back.
okay.
And when we got rid of our tickets, it was sometime in the pandemic. I don't remember. It stole my brain. But sometime during that, and Joey will remember, we liked going out there. Maisie likes going. Andrea really likes going. If we did this would be for my wife. And I want to please her, right? Like, I want to give her what she wants. But we had the big dog Disney tickets. We had no blackout dates. We had the water parks. We could come and go as we please.
Okay.
I guess at that time it was whatever the most, not most expensive, but it was just the most
Does it come with parking? Like
this one does come with parking, but when we would go, because they loved it so much, I would just say, big dog the parking. Nice. Just throw the extra, 20 or 50. Something? 50. Yeah, I just say, because if you're going out there, you might as well just do it.
So 3 big boy park hopper tickets for Daniel's family.
Yeah. It's what we used to have. So what is
are we
it now?
talking here?
Because Joey said it went up.
Oh yeah, it went up this year. All the annual passes, all 4 tiers went up $100.
Okay.
So you're looking at, I think that the annual pass you used to have with the water parks is around $1,600
per person.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So 3 $1,600.
Well, Maisie's still a child, I think.
She's 8.
Is that
She's 8.
what?
Oh.
She's 8.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
She's
She
full price.
Yeah. So yeah, you're looking at just under $5,000.
Wait, it's $2,000, almost $2,000 a pop for each one of us?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, dude, I don't know if I can do. We ain't doing no $6,000 to get the dentists in Disney World.
Oh, don't worry, Disney will let you finance it.
And you know what I want on the opposite side of this? My argument is I want a robot for me and Dansby. There's a dog robot that they make now. That's only cool. $700. That sounds super reasonable.
That's
like a dog robot for $700. It'll play with my dog. It'll shoot tennis balls. It'll shoot treats. It'll talk to him and stuff. Like $700. Way more reasonable than $6,000.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
And
the experience isn't even. I'm sorry, I'm yelling.
No,
the experience isn't even what it was past the pandemic, right? Like, are we like? Am I going to enjoy it or am I going to pick it apart?
You're going to pick it apart. Just like I said, knowing you guys as well as I have over the past 10 years or so, you're going to pick it apart. It's not the same. You go to the parks now and it's all the hustle. It's everybody's on their phones. No one's looking up. In the morning, I feel like I'm in Full Metal Jacket when I'm there in the morning. I've got a stroller, and I'm like, this is a stroller. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Please don't step on my child.
Well, Joey, speaking of that, it seems now like, this is your career. You take people in the parks and show them the most efficient way to do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like now more than ever, like the word is out. Everybody is looking, like there's so much content about how to do the parks efficiently, and because of technology, and now you're getting texts to your phone when to show up in line, that it seems like everybody's more efficient than they used to be, and therefore the value of I don't mean that your value is going down. I know it sounds like I'm leading that.
No.
And in fact, now that I think about it, I am walking this direction. It's still valuable to hire Joey.
I'm very proud of your tact there.
Dude, that's the nicest thing you've ever told me.
I was going to say, have you ever been in here and had this guy turn a 180 on his and he literally said, hold on, I am not going to be a dickhead. I'm going to be able to turn this around a little. I'm very proud of you.
Your heart grew 3 sizes that day, bro. I'm proud of you.
Sam's not even here to say that.
I want to hug you, but I'm afraid you'll hit me.
But even though I stopped myself, people get the point.
I knew exactly. But it was nice. It was a lot nicer.
Is everybody more efficient at the parks nowadays?
Well, the funny thing is the equivalent of IKEA furniture. Let's say that you bought IKEA furniture, but you lost the rules on how to build it. That's what these people are doing. They're on their phone, and they're like, I got Genie Plus. And I'm like, awesome. And they said, so do I just go to the ride now?
Still confused.
yeah.
Right.
And
Well,
Because unless you do it all the time, if
Yeah.
you're there for the first time in a year or
Yeah.
years, then you're not going to get efficient that quickly doing it
No.
for the first time.
and with the number of changes that they made, you know, like I considered myself like above average
Yeah.
park navigator, you know, and as they started rolling things out and it got more digital, I'm in that world every single day. I have to upgrade software and do that, but it does get more complicated. It does. Little nuances, times you need to do stuff. Oh, wait, that isn't real time. It'll be about a 15-minute lag before it actually you get the real data. I mean, it's
and you're not
different.
on vacation at that point. And again, if you got a good head on your shoulder when it comes to value, you're always like, well, is it worth the value? Is it worth the value? Does it make my life 20% better? Does it make my life 30% better? If you're on vacation and dad's got to look at his phone the whole time, he's not on vacation. He's planning the trip. So, but if that's what he wants to do, I get it. So if you want to be the dad and you're like, you know what, I'm accepting that this isn't my vacation. This is for my wife and kids. So I'm going to do all the boring S that I would have paid Joey for and save myself some money. That's the trade-off.
Yeah, but you're doing a bunch of work and spending $6,000. So it's like, why? If you're already spending $6,000 or $10,000, or if some of these family vacations, I imagine it's like $15,000 to stay at the hotels, go to all the parks, all the food. I mean, it's so bonkers
I
that
don't
it
even
blows my GD mind. $15,000.
I think I've seen people spending more double that.
Oh yeah,
So
no.
Like
Yeah,
15,000 to me sounds like
I'm saying
that's
That's not even 1 week at the Four Seasons.
Right.
Oh, yeah, well, I know that. Yeah. But I'm saying
you
that's the cheap-
automatically know the hotel I love on property,
It's
and
so
that's
gorgeous.
That's the one.
I mean,
Best.
if you went for a week family vacation, I mean, that's the cheapest you could do it is 15,000. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not. That is. There's no cheaper way to do it.
I
right?
just had a client a couple months ago. He's one of my regulars. I love the guy. He's from New York. He stayed at the Graceland Suite at the Hard Rock. It's where
yeah.
everything in the room is owned by Elvis Aaron Presley.
Yeah.
You can play his piano. It's gorgeous.
Oh, that's wild.
It was $3,800 a night, and he stayed there for a week. And whenever he's that guy that we put everything on a tab for him, and then we square up at the end.
Yeah.
When we squared up at the end, I almost passed out $63,000 for a 1 week vacation for him and his wife and 2 kids.
Oh my God.
63 grand
Yeah,
that
see,
you
my $700 dog robot looks pretty cool.
buy
You
a
know?
fleet of dog robots.
Yeah.
63,000.
Yeah, dude.
I'm pretty stoked about the dog robot now. I think I can make this happen. This is the argument I am going to use with Andrea, by the way. Like that, dude, I didn't know passes were close to $1,600 a pass is a lot.
Throw
That's
a Tom
lot
and
of
Dan
money.
logo on the dog and write it off.
Now,
right, there you go.
although, like, if you look at the $63,000 vacation, and then if you try to do it the cheapest possible, but still go into the same parks and do it yourself, like, you could do it for, 10% of that cost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then still get, like, I would say 65%, maybe 70% of the experience
I
of
agree.
that person got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
So that 30% difference, or
Yeah.
maybe even like a 40% difference, is not worth
No.
90% more money.
Oh, it's so
you know?
inflated. Yeah, no, I agree
know.
with you 100%. Like, Andrea
But
can
when
go.
when you have unlimited money, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
anyway.
like a couple of people in the chat room, and you guys are so kind. We're offering like, oh, if Andrea and Maisie want to go, like we can hook them up. That you guys
God
are
bless
too
them.
sweet. But I'm just saying, like, if they did get, let's say they did have a hookup, I guarantee you, my cheap ass wife can go to Disney with free passes and not spend a effing dime, not a dime, and she will have the time of her life.
Absolutely.
I'm the only person
Yeah.
that is so flawed that I need to pump money into every experience I do to make it better. It's like drugs. I need drugs and money to make my experiences because like my taste buds in my brain are so burned out. I need the extra to just be normal.
Yeah.
But
Like-
it's,
Andrea's not like that. Like Maisie and Andrea could go with free tickets and just ride the Skyliner around property, and they'd have smiles on their faces. They'd be eating popcorn. What'd you spend? $14. We bought a popcorn and we shared a Diet Pepsi.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You need to meet Snow White.
Yes! Yeah, I need an experience.
You need to put
Yeah,
the glass
yes,
slipper on
yes.
her foot.
Yes. Yeah,
Anyway, so Joey, what should we talk about?
it's we got to talk about park hopping coming back, and it's all day park hopping. So what they're doing is Disney's listening to what people say, and the biggest complaint is, why do I have to book a park reservation? Why do I have to book a park reservation? If I want to wake up in the morning, I want to go to the park, I just want to go. I don't want to have to book a reservation. So they're bringing back the all-day park hopping. So at least as an annual pass holder, because you do still have to make a reservation, you can book Animal Kingdom go into Animal Kingdom at 7 in the morning, leave, and then just go to any other park. So it's kind of a little workaround that's nice. Universal Studios, of course, we got Mardi Gras coming up.
Okay.
And that's always a blast. They've been doing it every year, but it's more and more this year. Where even if you guys wanted to go on one of those Mardi Gras floats and throw beads with the kids, so like if you, your wife Tom and Max wanted to go hop on one of those floats, they could throw the beads at people as they're going by. You just have to sign up on the website.
You know, I only like it when the
Nudity.
people on the floats are famous somehow. If
I
they're
thought you were talking
regular,
about the nudity.
if they're regular, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that as well, but
Well, I don't feel comfortable throwing throwing beads to people that are not offering me. I mean,
Something,
it
yeah.
is a. I mean, we could talk to Mo about this when he gets there, but I believe it is a binding contract. I believe it is.
It's like, thank you for showing me that.
It's a thank you
Here's
for your service.
some plastic garbage.
Yeah, it's like, here's some garbage, put it around your neck, and then if one of those ladies gets inebriated, it takes it too far, and then next thing you know, it's her and a circle of men around her. And then then you feel like you're at the Mike Busey compound, celebrating veterans.
You know, the value of beads in like the 70s and 80s
Yeah.
were so much higher than now because it was before.
There was a sweet spot though when
Everybody's-
everybody was getting the big jumbo beads.
Yeah,
Dude,
but-
Gasparilla. Do you go to the Gasparilla Festival in Tampa? Have you ever been there?
I've never been to Gasparilla because the name sounds like a pile of garbage.
It
right?
is.
Like when you hear Gasparilla, I'm like, oh, it's like a gorilla that's gasping for air. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
It's trash.
It sounds to me like a fart vampire.
a fart van. A fart van?
No, a fart vampire.
A fart van. Okay. Write that
Gasparilla.
down. Blah, blah. I am the Gasparilla. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, sorry.
Blah.
But it's a 4-hour parade.
I
And
want to suck. Uh-oh. That one just slipped out.
But if you they
Let
throw
me
the-
put my
I
fangs
can't,
in
dude.
you.
I can't. You're too much, man.
Blah, blah.
So what
Oh.
else? What else, Joey? What else we got?
Sorry about that. You guys are the best. I just want to sit here and
We're
drink with you
not
all
the
day.
best.
Yes, you are.
If we were the best, I'd have my robot. I'd have Disney tickets too. I'd have both.
Everything else going on at the theme parks right now. Water parks will reopen up again in a month full time.
Let's talk about the water parks for a second. And I'm upset that Sam's not here to talk about it because, like, she's right. You pay for the water park pass, and only one water park's open while the other one's getting renovated. Are they both going to be open so we can pick and choose? Are they open now, or what's going on with that?
They're they tend to refurbish them. They take turns whenever the weather gets cold because it's hard enough to even 15% fill one water park, let alone two.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean during the winter?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, during the summer they'll both be reopened, but the big one is Volcano Bay. Like that is the one thing. Like if you want to Disney
Never
versus
been.
Universal, dude, it's the best water park. It's better than an Island H2O. It's better than the Disney ones. Gosh, that was disgusting. I'm sorry.
Whoa, blah, blah. I'm drinking these Miller Lights.
I've been to Volcano Bay, and the rides are better because it's
Don't you
newer.
get like a band that has like
Tapu.
a
Yeah,
tiki man that tells you when you're supposed to
Yeah.
show? That's appropriation, but
They
just
also
saying.
They also have a fast lazy river, which is cool, like a big,
Crazy river.
Yeah, it's-
They call it a crazy river.
Yep.
And
Is that copywritten?
although it is packed, and the more packed water parks are to me,
Yeah, more doo-doo.
again, all I can think about, and I
You
know.
call it studio.
is that I'm in water with all these masses of
Marinating.
humanity.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a pho.
They're
it's
all
like a delicious Vietnamese pho of the worst humans.
They're all from out of town.
Yeah.
They all, for sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, number
a lot
one
of
for
bidet,
sure.
a lot of bidet users.
But yeah, they've had horrible diets all week,
yeah.
and they've been eating great
First
hot
place
dogs.
they stopped off the plane, CC's Pizza, right by the airport.
And
then Hooters.
Yeah, and they've all been drinking all weekend,
Oh,
which
my
causes
God.
loose stool.
Yeah, then they go through
Yeah.
Masseuse Land. They drink like 9 goose juices and
Moose
9
juice.
moose juices,
and
and
they,
they get a stomach ache.
they do have, you know what, the water slide they have that it basically like it will shoot you up like
Yeah,
it's,
the Aqua Coaster.
It's a half coaster and half water slide. So
I like this technology. I've heard of this.
It's rad.
you're sitting in essentially the boat, and it'll go up a series of conveyor belts to take you to like drop offs and then back up, and so it goes
Okay.
longer. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a traditional water slide. So I feel like it's like it doesn't belong here. That's what I'm like.
Okay.
Like I need a straight tube.
Human power.
Yeah, human power. Like this is. I'm like, well, like I'm not.
Yeah.
You know,
what the hell is this?
I want the gravity only.
Okay.
You know, now you're adding the belts, and
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah.
just like, oh, it takes away a little bit.
Yeah,
to me.
it does. I agree.
I know it's a new technology, but it's not. You know.
I agree. And
I'm
can
more
we
traditional.
let the lifeguards choose your own swimsuit, please? We allow them a little freedom.
Oh yeah, because some will choose a
Some
more
will-
risque.
some are there to party, and I'm there to party too.
And when you go to Volcano Bay, it's funny because they got options. You got like the buff dude bros that are wearing the tiniest board shorts I've ever seen in my life, and I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
work
the
here?
thing now. No, the thing now is if you're a muscle guy, you wear like that. You wear almost like a weenie sling.
Ah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
wear
yeah.
the Brazilian. It's almost like you're wearing the ladies' bottoms.
Yeah. I've seen that.
That-
yeah.
and the guy looks great. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot to take in. You know, you can see everything. There's no like even Maisie will comment and be like, "I can see his peen," you know, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't too."
I have my new dream job, and I was at
Manager of water park lifeguards with mustache.
I was at Fort Wilderness.
All right, team
Oh.
meeting. Get in here, guys.
A couple weeks ago over the Christmas break, and we were tent camping out there. That was the night that they started the
Yeah,
Disney
5K.
Marathon
Yeah.
at 3:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
blasting music,
Yeah.
and woke me up
love it.
hungover.
You go to pee, you hear nothing but the bass and Bad Bunny.
And so we did the Poro, tour of the Disney resorts that you could do. You know, get on the water taxi and then take
You're
it over.
basically just riding public transportation. Right? It's the bus.
Yeah, they go see the gingerbread house, which is not impressive, by the way. Like,
No.
It's really
I hate that.
good.
I plug that every year to tell people about free entertainment. it hurts my soul.
It's not good.
I looked at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, who likes this?
You know, I used to be on board with that. Andrea would take Maisie
Yeah.
out there, and I still let them do it. But
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. I stay home now.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, we're going out there." I'm like, "Nope, not me."
Now I would pay $500 ticket to just punch it down. Like with me and a
Do
couple
they have
other
that?
No,
dads,
but I say
like,
that too. How come I can't eat the damn house?
no, like I just like at the end when they're
I
like,
want
all
to
right,
drop kick it.
no, I just want to punch my way through a house like the Incredible Hulk.
That would be a great experience.
Anyway, my dream job. As I'm taking the water taxi over to the resort, I see one lonely boat cop that is hanging out in the
yeah.
Disney
Yeah,
lakes.
yeah.
That I
He's
guess
got his own little boat, right?
But, yeah, no, it's a FWC or like a local Disney police boat cop. I can't tell; it was far away, but I could tell because all boat cops have a black bimini top. That's the tell.
That's how you know.
So I know it's a boat cop of some sort, and I know Disney pays to have him out there just in case you need some water cops, but he does nothing because what is he patrolling? Like I guess there's a couple, guests that rent some pontoon boats that go 2 miles an hour. Like maybe they get drunk. I
I think
don't know.
he's out there for presents only.
Yes.
honestly, I think it's
He's just chilling on the lake.
There's
That's
that
my-
car that's parked right outside of the Contemporary. Every day, there's a cop car that sits in front of the Contemporary, and I always go whizzing by, and then I hit the brakes. I'm like, there's nobody in that freaking
You know
car.
what'd
That
be
car's
cool,
been there
though?
since 71.
And since it is is it the Contemporary or is the Polynesian? Oh no, it's the Contemporary. I was gonna say if
Right
it was
there.
at the Polynesian, it'd be awesome. They could put like a Maui in it, dress him up like a cop.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
But I just imagine that guy has an easy 8-hour shift of just hanging out in the lake.
Dude.
You know, watching. It's probably boring, but if you listen to some podcasts, you're driving your boat around, it's fine.
You know what I was thinking? I'm
But you're
sorry.
not never doing anything, right? Ever.
I got one for you.
I think
Really?
you just report and leave.
That dude literally has all the freedom in the world. I watched that boat roll up to the front of the Magic Kingdom where they have the boat ramps for the Polynesian.
Yeah.
And that dude rolled up and was just talking to a couple of girls. He's just hanging. They're like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "So where are you guys going?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we're staying over at the Fort." He's like, "Come on, you want to ride?" He literally let them get in the boat. He drove them. Over. So it is your dream job.
This guy, that is our dream job.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You guys want me to zip you over to Space Mountain?
I'll let him
punch you
hold
over
my gun. I'll give my gun. You want to shoot it into the lake a couple times? I'll call the
Just put
reporter.
make sure the barrel's under the water. Nature's suppressor. Put the barrel under. That's the rule. If the barrel's out, you can hear it. But if the barrel don't submerge the entire gun.
Yeah, don't get the bullets wet.
Don't get the bullets wet, just the barrel.
Just stick the tip in.
There's
Shoot off a couple rounds.
Yeah, there's no fish in there.
Yeah. I'll take you over. I'll show you the old. What's that old water park?
Oh my gosh, River
You
Country.
want to see Winnie the Pooh smoking a cigarette?
Sit you over
Put
there.
you over there.
Yeah.
There's Pooh. He's huffing down.
I'll show you where some bass are. I'll fish on my lunch break.
And then it'll take a turn. Then I'll show you some pictures I downloaded off the internet on my phone. I'm like, look at these. What do you think these are?
Well, Joey, I know we gotta go.
Okay.
So how can people contact you if they want a tour from you or want to go out for the day?
Best thing you can do, social media, Joey Mazzant, Mazzant. If you would, once you've gone over to Twitch and YouTube and you've watched all the amazing content on the Tom and Dan page,
Look at this guy.
jump over to mine and just give me a follow, even if you don't watch. We are literally 60 people away from the 6,000 mark.
Oh, nice, man.
So
Very
please
cool.
just subscribe and then turn off notifications. I don't even care. I just need a few more able bodies to occasionally put eyes on what I'm working on. So I'd appreciate that.
Awesome.
There you go.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.
Awesome. Good job.
I said
All right.
break, but
Is that
maybe
it?
that's for because of time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
Here,
that's fine.
no,
Okay.
it's fine. Do it again. I can clip this.
Oh.
3, 2.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Got it. I will make that change. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
I do love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me come in.
That was funny.
Always, man. We just kept it silly. We could probably. It's better suited for 2.
It is?
Let's
Okay.
say 2.
Okay, then
We had
keep.
25 there, so it fits perfectly.
Okay, cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. I just didn't know if that was too long
Because
it's 20 and 25.
Because the 3 is 27.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'll just put it here. Hi, man.
I say, are we still recording?
We
We're
are
still
still
on
on
Twitch.
Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole, I was going to talk to you guys about it. There's a whole new subreddit of people that I didn't even know existed, but I did not. I don't think there's any way we could talk about it on the radio. Did you hear about all the swingers that are hooking up at Trader Sam's at Polynesian?
Yeah, they had like codes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's talk about that for.
Yeah.
For bonus content for the
Yeah.
Twitchers.
Well, we can talk about it on the radio. Let's talk about it on the. Or
Yeah,
do you
can-
not
or-
want
Oh,
to?
no, I'm down. I wasn't sure if you wanted
yeah,
to.
let's talk about-
We can talk about it. It was on a swingers app, I thought.
It is.
Okay, so we only need 15 for this one, right?
13. If
13.
You,
Okay,
I
let's do
mean,
13.
Oh, keep it quick.
Yeah, I mean, if we can kiss 13, it would be better for me.
Yeah, let's
'cause
do it.
we only get like 6 minutes of wiggle room because we run 20s. So it's just easier to keep it like that. Oh, Joey, Robert says you're very handsome and he loves your interviews.
Oh, thank you so much.
There you go. He might have been fucking around, though. Can't trust these people. Bunch of fucking animals. What happened to that dickhead that was in here earlier who was being nasty? Did he leave? What happened to that guy? Occasionally we get a weird troll in there and they start going like, when are they? It's funny because they say the same thing every time. They're like, when are these guys going to say anything remotely funny?
No, I like
And
that.
I'm
I
like,
like that.
oh, yeah,
Let's
okay.
just wait. You gotta wait it out. It'll
It's
come.
like those magician videos on Facebook. Okay, I got that. Not okay. Robert was not fucking around. There you go. He's
All
being
right.
honest.
Thank you, Bobby.
It's always good. All right, Mr. Van, you want me to bring us back?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2. Welcome back to a corporate time. As we came back, never mind. No, it's hard to explain.
Science on tap this Saturday. Tom and Dan 50 is our promo code for $10 off. We'll all be out there, and then the Solar Bears game next Saturday, the 27th. And come out and hang out at the tailgate. We're doing it at Mo DeWitt's parking lot.
Yeah, it is Shades, the mascot of our Orlando Solar Bears. It is his whiteout game, and I need to order my costume tonight. I'm going full white tuxedo, white top hat.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to do
People
with
like
white patent leather shoes.
that.
Why not?
So
Also, Maisie's going to be there, and I feel like I don't have an opportunity this great to embarrass her in front of all of our listeners.
okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really taking this one
I'll wear the white suit and do the full pit bull. I'll shave my head and clean it up and
Oh,
say Dolly.
wow. Okay, we can have a
if
pit
you
bull
want it,
there.
I'm
We
down.
can have a pit bull. Okay. Anyway, what were you going to talk about, Tom?
Well, Joey's still here. We kept Joey around because we wanted to talk about this swingers thing.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, so without and a lot of times we get excited about things. I think Joey does too, and then we start spitting mad misinformation. So what is happening with there's swingers that have been hooking up at Disney?
Well, this has been happening forever. Like, this isn't a new thing. It's just now it's kind of public that people know about it. You know, there was always a popular Facebook group called Meet Up on Main Street, and that was supposed to be like, oh, are you single and you like spending $8 billion at Disney? Let's go hang out and do it together.
Okay.
So now there's a swingers version of it called Swinging on Main Street or Swinging on Main, and it's kind of funny, but the big one is, are we getting into specifics where people are hanging out?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Apparently, there is a very popular restaurant inside a very popular Disney hotel over at the Polynesian, at the good old Trader Sam's.
Okay.
There's a surfboard in the middle with an 8-top, and it's funny because I've been there a few times, and they sit you at that table, and I always thought it was funny. They always sat me in the same area. And it's always people like 40 to 60 years old, kind of sitting there shooting the breeze, talking.
It's a surfboard table?
Yeah.
I love a novelty table. I'm a sucker for one, man.
And it's
Brian Grimes
Yeah.
from Johnny's House just bought a new dining room table that has a goddamn train in it. His dining room table where he eats, the center of it's got trains that ride around. He bought it from some crazy old man.
Really?
Yeah, and we got to get him to come here. But I love a novelty table.
Yeah,
So-
you have a novelty
I do.
piano table.
I love novelty. I like a fun table.
Dude, if you want to see a good table, check out Joe Manganello from Magic Mike. And
Yes.
he's a
He's
big
a
nerd. He's a
nerd.
gamer
Mega
nerd.
nerd,
He has
yeah.
in his house, in his basement, he has a Dungeons and Dragons room, and the
Oh,
table
yes.
it's so cool.
I've seen that. But anyway, so there's a surfboard table at Trader Sam's.
Yeah, it's this big table in the middle next to hanging surfboards and everything.
Okay.
And every time I walk in there, you'll always see, like I said, 40 to 60-year-olds, and they're all kind of buddying up, and they've all got the same pineapple shirts and stuff. And I'm like,
All right.
hey babe, this looks suspicious to you? And she's like, well, every time we come here, I'm like, right. And then I read on this group, apparently, that it opens early. It's the bar that opens earlier than any other one. At 2 o'clock, they start seating people. So,
That's prime pumping time
Them-
for old swingers.
dude, I'm
2
telling you,
p.m. and asleep by 6:30.
every time I'm in there, it looks like people from the villages are just hanging.
All
Like,
right.
it looks like they're all hanging out, meeting up. So that's
Interesting.
kind of a clue, Sherlock.
Yeah, so they've been using this. Is Disney going to try and shut that down in any way? Like,
I'd like to see him try.
no, but they could. Like, they go in there and they cut the surfboard table out. They cut it. They're like, no more.
You can't
It
stop
ends now.
paying customers from meeting at your establishments. I mean,
it's like skateboarders and birds. You know, you put the little points on the top of the fences, right? You just got to do something to deter them.
because I'm sure Disney wants the money, but
They don't want the stigma of being a bunch of gross old villagers.
Yeah, or swingers. I could see them being scared that that's somehow going to dissuade their like Midwest, mom and pop, super, I guess, by the book religious people from showing up. Although Disney's always been like a super gay friendly and liberal place anyway, so it's
they
like
like
not.
money.
You're
right.
Yeah.
You're right. They do like money.
But so it's a thing. It is a thing. But I mean, everything's a thing at Disney. Like, we joke about it. If you go on Facebook and you type in, it's like whenever you do the joke where you auto populate stuff on Google, like, how big is A, and you see like what comes up. It just, I didn't think of that one. It's like that on the Facebook. You go on Facebook, you type up Disney group of, and then you'll see 3,000. Like, wait, there's a Disney group of people that do what? Like, it's shocking to see.
There's all types of different subgroups that all hang out there. I mean, it gets into it's an infinity, right? There's just so many different.
And beyond.
Yeah.
Added into Disney.
Nicely done.
Look at that.
I mean,
That's
there's
stupid.
the dudes that have the pins. The guy, have you ever seen the pin wall guy? In his garage, some dude has spent over $150,000 on Disney pins over the past 40 years. He has a whole wall in his garage that's covered in corkboard, and he's covered every inch of corkboard with Disney pins.
There was a part of time where me going to the parks I think I said that to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna collect all the Disney. Like, I try, like, because I'm a dreamer. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why you and I gravitate and have a company is that like we do have vivid imaginations of things we can't accomplish. And so I think at one point in going to Disney, I had told Andrea, and we would make it a point of every visit we would get at least one pin to commemorate the visit.
Okay, yeah,
and we stuck with it, but then we got rid of our passes. So I've got a ton of pins, but there was a point in time where I was like, I'm gonna become a pin man. I'm gonna collect all the pins.
Well, you know, speaking of collections, when we were at Fort Wilderness, a lady and her kids came by with a golf cart and were handing out Beanie Babies to other campsites. Kids.
Did they smell like smoke?
Well,
that was the last gift my mom gave me before she died. It was a Tupperware of highly marbled Beanie Babies.
So it's funny you mentioned that because they came up, super nice of them to do it, and then all the kids ran up to the golf cart and they were handing out Beanie Babies, and then so me and my friends' kids were there like, oh yay,
free Beanie Baby,
and I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then me and the Wizard were talking, and the Wizard's like, I bet some old Meemaw with a bunch of Beanie Babies died, and they didn't know what to do with them, and this is what they're doing with them. Which
did you ask that? What a heartless bastard!
No,
Who died to get these Beanie Babies?
No, but it was obvious because all the Beanie Babies had tags, and then some of them were like a 90s.
Oh, dead woman's babies.
Yeah. Like so.
Beanies.
It reminds me of people that have worthless collections of things that they spent their whole life collecting.
Oh, we should do a contest on the show. Which one of our BDMs has the most worthless contest? Because we're going to make it worth your while. We're going to give you a prize. We're going to give you some money, give you some gear.
Like, I understand the collections that are actually valuable at the end of the day, but some of them, like
Spoons.
the Disney pens.
Spoons from all the places you've been to.
Like, when this person...
Thimbles.
When this person dies, their kids are going to have to decide what to do with these cork boards of pens.
Oh, you punt them in the trash.
No,
I
like
can
they
tell
feel
everybody
bad.
No, I didn't
They
feel
feel
bad. It was liberating to punt. I punted precious pictures, family pictures, right into the trash. Memories, right into the trash.
You know, you have to
Start fresh.
This person spent their whole 20 years collecting all these pens and had like an amazing collection.
It served its purpose.
You can't just throw them away.
The dream died with the person. When the person dies, the dream's turned off. It's gone, and you throw all the beanies right in the trash.
With the collection,
and they all smell like smoke. Every single. I even left them out. I even looked online because Andrea wanted to do. Andrea's much like Tom. We talk about it on the show all the time. And much like Tom, Andrea wanted to respect my mother. So Andrea took it upon herself. And if she's in the chat room, if I'm lying, then tell me I'm lying. Oh. Andrea took an entire Saturday and laid the Beanie Babies gently on our camping tarp out in the sun because she'd read on Reddit where the sun would like help dissipate some of this. No, it just baked the smoke into the Beanie Babies. And then I took the entire tarp and right in the trash. All Beanie Babies. Every single one right in the trash.
No, you have to drive around your golf cart and give them around Baldwin. Your Baldwin beanie Santa Claus. you have to spread the joy with the person.
BDM Emily's nailed it. She's like, we got to save those to put in Tom's gift bag. Dude, I'll give everybody a smoky beanie. I wonder if I can if you have smoky beanie babies, email me because I might have an idea now. Holy smokes.
Oh my gosh. Keeping with the collection thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
So the big thing is there was a group called Universally Crafted, and what they would do is, let's say you were an artist. Let's say that you drew pictures of Universal characters for fun, or the painted rocks were real popular for a little bit because of the Minion movie and things like that. What you would do is, it was a scavenger hunt that they kind of endorsed and were okay with it, where you would go to the park and you would put your rock that maybe you colored to look like a Minion, and you would hide it behind a trash can, and then you're supposed to take a picture of it, put it on Universally Crafted, and be like, hey, I hit a rock here at Universal Studios.
This is way too fun. Don't be hiding your trash around my theme park. I'll chop your arms off. If I'm Mr. Universal and I got a bunch of these creature people coming into my park bringing trash rocks and laying them everywhere, I'm punishing you bad.
So it got so bad that finally somebody had to make a statement because Taylor Swift, I guess, does the bracelet trading is real big with her concerts. It's all about friendship bracelets.
Oh, yeah.
So people are bringing friendship bracelets to Universal, and they're like giving them to Wolverine. And they're giving them to like Jean Grey.
I'll slash your arm off.
Well, then
Wolverine should be in character, right?
Yeah.
And
he should say, get that out of my face, bub. He says bub a lot in the comments.
You nailed it.
Get that ass out of my face, bub.
But you can't do that. He's got to accept the friendship bracelet, put it on his
claw.
Put it on his cigar. Gently put it on his cigar that he's smoking.
So,
I'm nailing Wolverine today.
yeah, you
by
are,
the way.
dude. You got the perfect facial hair for it and
Thank
everything.
you. Thank you.
But,
I'm little Wolverine. I'm fat little Wolverine. That's what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
And so somebody had a viral video because when the Grinch was there at Christmas, they brought the Grinch a bracelet, and he is allowed to be that guy. He's very.
Oh, he's mean.
He's
Yeah.
mean as hell.
That's one of the best Universal Studios experiences I've ever had, is interacting with a good Grinch.
4.5 hour
I think
wait.
Mike Aiello used to do that too, because he's such a
yeah.
good actor. You know,
Yeah,
he's so
yeah.
talented, these guys. But like him and his buddies, I think he may have done that. I may be wrong. I think the guy that plays Jack the Clown, I think he did.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
Okay.
I forget the guy's name. He's just a super talent, right? Like mega talented. And when you interact with him, you're like, holy S, this is the Grinch. Like, it's really cool.
Where they come out at is from the Seuss trolley in the sky.
Yeah.
And right where you come out of that exit, that's where the Grinch comes out.
It's
So if you're
awesome.
lucky enough that you're walking by and you see him, you'll get that real quick interaction. And he scared me one time. I was just sitting there waiting for the family I was hosting to get off the ride. I'm sitting there on my phone, and I hear footsteps. I look behind me, and I saw the Grinch. I go, "Oh, S!" And he's like, "Hey, there's kids around, but I liked it. But there's kids around." And he kept walking. I was like, that was just, he was good.
Yeah, the guy we had was riffing hard and was making like some jokes right up to the line, and I was like, "This is great."
Oh, yeah, dude. Best character.
Every Christmas, the Grinch video pops up on my video aggregate on the video site that I look at.
You sound like an old man describing it every day, every Christmas. The Grinch video comes up on my magic box. What the hell
you
is
know, Pornhub, the Grinch.
No, it's the Grunch. The
I
Grunch.
remember he comes, and then
I didn't know that.
they
Yeah.
have the whole,
Yeah, and then the green paint starts rubbing off.
yeah. And so the Grinch is there, the Grinch gets it, and then the whole family
Cindy
is,
Lou Who is there.
yeah. Which is like, what am I? Is this? I mean,
I don't think it's appropriate.
this is not appropriate.
I don't think it's appropriate. You know what's
I know.
weird? Do you know Cindy Lou Who is Taylor Momsen?
Oh, in the video?
No, do you know Taylor Momsen, the singer?
Yeah.
She's like a hot rock and roll singer. She
Oh,
was
okay,
in
yeah.
Gossip Girl for a hot minute
Oh,
back in the day. I believe that's her. She's Cindy Lou Who.
Getting Grinched?
Oh,
So when you see her as a baby in the movie, you're like, look at that sweet baby. But then you see her in a rock video later in a thonger, and you're like, oh yeah,
Oh,
Paul
yeah,
Gray.
in the
You're
original,
like,
yeah.
get a hold of yourself, man.
But I have a
You
point to
gotta
this.
shame yourself.
When I see that video, I miss the higher production value adult films where they actually put
Pirates.
a lot of
$1
money
million,
into
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Pirates,
Because-
$1 million with Janine Lindemuller.
It all turned gonzo and like one-off scenes and rented Miami Airbnbs
Yeah.
and like, you know,
It's
like,
not the same.
and like I will like
There was a
an
golden age.
old school parody, put some money into
Yeah.
it, costumes,
Yeah,
adult
There's
video.
one out there, and I don't know if you've seen it. There's one out there that's a Fantastic Four.
Oh.
And the guy that plays the Thing
Oh,
has
God.
a rock weenie.
Yep.
Magnifique. It is
yeah,
so good.
That
Yeah.
is like because that's so different now than
Yeah.
what you get.
You're not going to get that. You're just
Put
going to get
some
a
money.
little bit of orange paint down there. But no, this guy had Industrial Light and Magic was
Yeah,
working
yeah.
on it.
So the question, I got an etiquette question for you.
Please.
I was at Universal Studios about a month ago training new hires. We had 4 of us. We're sitting at a table, and they put her in everything, so it was inevitable that one day I'd bump into her, but 3 tables away was Corey Chase and her husband.
Okay, all
And
right.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And they're like, what's going on? I'm like, no, there's a famous, and like I didn't know what to say. Like, there's a famous porn star, there's a famous adult. I'm like, there's a famous
I'm
person.
not
over
a Corey Chase guy. I know it's going to break a lot of hearts and make people mad.
And I was
They're
like,
too hard. They're too hard. I can't do it.
one of the best stepmom actresses
Yeah.
in the industry.
And the tightest, and she's got the tightest muscle down there. That I mean, like that thing is like you
Yeah,
can,
she's
you
a
can literally
workout.
break some granite on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
and I was like, what's the etiquette? Can I go over and say hi? They're like, go say hi. And I'm like,
I
no,
think you
don't,
can.
You don't know what I know her from. Like, I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
I
don't
know
wanna
where
get-
you know her from. Bareback Productions, Titusville. That's what you know her from.
I'm like, could I get called into HR for something like this? If I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. And
you know
they-
what's sad about the bareback production films is that they look sad. Like when you're watching them, and they are from Bareback Productions, which is local.
Ah.
They look like they're all filmed in like just a 3-bedroom, 2-bath
Yeah.
in Deltona. Like it's
Yeah,
sad.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like on a Wednesday. Like they filmed it on like a Wednesday afternoon,
yeah,
like
yeah.
around 3:30. It's very sad. There's literally like
And you know where it is because if you look through the window, you see the McDonald's in the background. It's like, oh, I've been to that
Yeah,
McDonald's.
I know all
Yeah,
these
yeah,
roads.
yeah.
And that guy looks like a normal. He looks like a shop teacher at any high school.
Yeah. Again, it needs to go more fantasy.
It
I think
does.
moving forward, put some more money into it. We'll pay.
Yeah.
We're older now.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got some money.
Yeah, we're in our power years.
Joey, we appreciate you sticking
Yeah.
around.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
guys.
coming in. It got weird.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
That was super funny.
Perfect. We got it at 16. I'm like
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
the thing. I'm like, so what do we got? What do we got?
Good job, buddy.
Thank you, bro.
We, I guess we'll see you next time we have you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll be
Thanks
back in a month.
Man.
Thank you, guys.
No, man, that was fun.
So we'll see. Now the boys are
Thank
older.
you.
Are they watching Harry Potter yet?
Oh yeah. Tommy watched all the movies.
See you, dude.
He's seen. I think he's seen them multiple times now. He'll pop them on. So yeah, that'll be next thing. I'll contact you because I do want to take him out there. I know Crystal definitely does, but we'll definitely talk. Yeah, we're just gonna find a time where it's, Cool.
See you, man. Bye, Joey. Hey, see him in there? Tell her we said happy anniversary. Is it today? I don't know what day it actually is. I forget. Okay, got that done.
Well, we're good. We
I guess it's lunchtime. Isn't
Wednesday's done, so we'll just go to lunch a little early, then come back at 1.
We got
with
good
Mo.
stuff for you. We got Mo DeWitt. We got some questions for him. Then we have comedian Taylor Williamson from, you may have seen him on Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Santino. You may have seen him on, recently he was on What the Fuck with Mark Maron pod. So that's pretty huge. And he is the second place runner-up for America's Got Talent. So pretty big deal. So we'll have him around